Hey everybody, it's Dr. V. I'm going to do literally a tiny mini reading. This is going to be like 5 minutes just to touch base, check in, and see what is going on. So here's what we're going to do. This is the, I don't even know what this deck is called, to be honest with you. It's a fortune telling deck by Cairo Marchetti, I think is how you say his name, or yeah, Cairo Marchetti. So this is going to be similar to the mini rapid reads that I do for people. So it's basically the same kind of layout, but here we go. Let's just go ahead and see. What is the current energy of your connection? Okay, the current energy of the connection, we've got main male. Interesting. Okay, so here's the deal. The current energy of the connection is that you're really focusing on this main male, obviously, which is why you're listening to my channel or listening to these kinds of videos. You're really focused a lot of energy on that. This is really significant. This energy is very significant for you right now. It's like you're definitely in a space of... you really want this in a pretty significant way. Even if you're not acknowledging it, it's something that you're really desiring. So it's important to recognize that. This can be for any, like this, when I read this, it means that I read the main male as like the masculine. So you can be, masculine and feminine are not bound by gender. They're bound by energies. And so not even bound by energies, they're references to energies. So you can be masculine or feminine, but there's this real longing for that mature, sacred masculine energy in your life. This is like really wanting to come into a place of merging and integrating and coming into union. That's really what people are really focusing on and dedicated to right now. Wanting to feel that sense of oneness with their masculine or with their counterpart. So what are the current blocks to the energy? So we've got occupation. Here's the deal. Somebody's working way too hard right now. I mean, I'm a fan of hard work. Like, I like to think that, like hard work pays off, so on and so forth. But here's the thing. If all you're doing is focusing on your occupation, you're focusing on material things, that you may just get stuck in that to the detriment of working on things like your spiritual progress and growing in those ways. So it's like, I feel like somebody is overly focusing on that and not allowing so much of the space for the magic that wants to take place. So when people are in this energy of being focused, like workaholism or focusing too much on other things, that it's like, just be cautious that you don't get too focused, okay? That you don't spend so much energy there that you're not, hurting your other energies or like taking away from other spaces that need your attention. This is also saying that if you have some kind of creative impetus that you have not been following, if you're an artist or a painter, or I guess that would be a painter, or a writer, or you're even like any kind of creative work, gardening, architecture, literally painting your house, redesigning your room, whatever, that all is creative work. If you've been feeling called toward that, you haven't been doing it, you're not taking action, has actually been a block to the situation. So it's something that you really want to attend to and put some more energy into. So what is the advice? So we've got concern. Interesting, because that's right next to each other. So we have 34, and then 33 plus 1 is 34. So that's 3, 4, 3, 4. And so this is about, the advice is that your counterpart is saying to you right now is that, you got to really get out of the energy of lack, okay? Because this is an energy of being concerned. The advice is like, don't be so concerned about things, focus so much on this stuff, focusing on the material world. Like, your concern toward that is actually keeping you from being able to manifest it. Remember that what we think about, we bring about. I know those are all cheesy cliches, but the reality is saying, like, look, if you're worried about finances or rejection, if there's like something that you're overly concerned about, or even feeling like depression or despair about things, it's like, you gotta move through that and let that go, because it's not something that's going to help you. It's not something that's actually serving the connection. The best way to attract what it is that you want to feel or that you want to experience is to feel as though it has already happened. I've shared this with you in the past before, but like I've learned how to manifest because of that. because of knowing how to get myself into a state where I feel like things have already happened, even if they haven't, even if they haven't shown up in my life in the real world, in the material world, learning how to live as if, creating space for what it is that you want in your life. So it's like, if you want to have a live-in partner, well, then you create space. You make space in your closet, you make space in your drawers, you make space in your life. That's what this is saying. Don't be so worried on what isn't there, and start creating space and living as if it already is, because your concern is actually keeping you from being able to create what it is that you want. So what is it that they want you to know? Look at that, courtship. Another 4, interestingly enough. So we've got a lot of 4s in this reading. So I feel like this is saying that in many ways that your counterpart wants you to know that they are thinking about you in like a romantic way. The thing of it is if they're in a situation that they can't, like for instance, they're in a karmic situation, or they have a soulmate with whom they have children, or something that is preventing them from being able to come towards you. What they're saying, this card's literally, the message in the book is open yourself up to a new connection. So what your counterpart is actually saying to you right now is that it's okay for you to open yourself up to something new right now if they're not available for whatever reason. That can be, any myriad of reasons. It could be that they're just not ready. Sometimes people just aren't ready, okay? Sometimes they just need some more time. And in the meantime, what they're saying is they don't want you to live your life on pause, on hold, waiting for them to come around. They don't want you to feel like you can't move towards something new and create something new in your life because they're not ready, because they're not quite yet available. They're saying, look, open yourself up, because there are some things that are available to you that may not be what you were anticipating. It may not be what you thought you wanted. Nevertheless, it's a blessing if you can allow yourself to receive it. Don't limit yourself because you're so focused on this main man. It's like this main man is occupying your attention, and you're so worried about it that you can't let yourself be open to this. The thing of it is that people often are like, well, I can't imagine being with somebody other than my counterpart. And you know what? I get it. Like, I totally get that, because I felt the same exact way when we first went into separation. I was like, I can't ever imagine like wanting to feel this way or whatever. But the thing of it is as you do your work and you heal and you move through the energies, you can open yourself up to this again. You can open yourself up to feeling the possibility and feeling that the potential is there for something really great. Now, it won't be the exact same thing, obviously, because it's not the same kind of energy. But it can be a beautiful connection with another person. But as long as you're so focused on this main man or this main person in your life, your counterpart, as long as you're saying like, only this person can bring me fulfillment, I'm only going to be happy if I am with this person, as long as that is keeping you occupied, you're not going to have the space, and it's going to keep you stuck in this energy of worry and depression and despair. So what this message overall is saying, like, look, open yourself up. Open yourself to the possibilities. It doesn't mean that you have to move in that direction just because you open the door to the possibility. It's not like you're bound to it. It's not like if you, decide that to spirit, like if you say to spirit, okay, I'm going to open myself up, and maybe there's a possibility that somebody else can come into my life, and there may be someone else that's available for courtship. It doesn't mean that just because you open yourself up to it that you have to do it. You always have free will. You can always do something different. You can always choose a different path in another direction. That's the beauty of this life, is that we always have another choice. I was telling my son that the other day. I said, just because you choose this today doesn't mean you're choosing it forever. It means that you're choosing it right now. And you have the free will and the right to change your mind about this if you choose to change your mind and go in a different direction at some point. That's okay. We try different things. We go in different directions. And there's nothing wrong with that. And so I feel like the message overall is just really open yourself up to the possibilities. There's some really amazing opportunities for new love to come in for a lot of people if you open yourself up to it. And again, it doesn't mean that you have to be, that you're bound to it. It doesn't mean that you're bound to it. It doesn't mean that you have to do anything, that you're committed to anything in particular. It just means that you're that you're available for it, you're open to it. And so sure, you can meet somebody and you can be like, yeah, I really do want to go in this direction. You can meet somebody and be like, nope, I'm not ready. That's not what I want right now. And that's fine. You can do that too. But the important thing is it feels like making the decision to allow yourself to have other opportunities or other options is going to free up a lot of energy for you and allow you to get out of this energy of being overly focused on these other things, distracting yourself and being overly concerned about this connection. So I know this is a lot shorter than my usual reads, but I just wanted to pop on and give you a little bit something real quick. So I hope that it helps. Take care. Bye.